Hey, I need to open the stream.
Oh yeah, so
To
so
boost our numbers, everyone has to open the stream to see what the fuck's happening.
Alright, bet.
so
Yeah.
Cody's just to let you know, on the stream, like I have the replays just on
Yeah,
a
I
loop
see
file.
that. Everyone send a friend request to Cody. We just want his DMs to be flooded.
Wow.
You say my cam to be funded?
Cody, what's your favorite color?
My favorite color. I'm going with green.
Green? Dude,
Yeah.
where's my... Oh, there it is. Alright, there we go. Alright. I've picked green. I don't know why, but this webcam makes it look blue. It's
Eh,
allergic to the right colors.
okay.
So, first match is us, you know?
Yeah, so just give me one second. Just make sure we put this on our chat too. Okay. So first of all, I want to say good night, everybody. Good night, chat. Good night, Cody. Good night, X. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm swell. I wish my greens were a bit more greeny, but you know, I can always switch the lights if I need to.
I think we're safe. I think that's okay. Look, it doesn't look bad. Looks good. How about you, Cody's? How's it going?
Exciting.
Okay.
Wait, oh, what's up?
He was muted.
Yeah, I'm chilling. I was supposed to scrim with another team tonight, but it got canceled. We had 3 subs anyway, so I'm happy I didn't have to be there.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Dude, my golden rule is if there's more than 2 subs, I won't do it.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna show. Do I show the schedule or no? Are you
Show the
guys
what?
the schedule for how we're gonna go over the games, or
Why not? What's wrong with showing the schedule?
because it also has the results. Do you want to see the results?
Ooh, dude, I don't think anyone wants to see results.
Okay. All right.
Most people probably don't know the results of every single series that happened this week.
True.
Unsurprisingly, VVS did not win their series as the FF leaked. That's the biggest spoiler you're going to get here.
Well, we do have a there's one spoiler that I need to give because we actually have a second series that was forfeited.
Yeah,
PF Chang's and Eden's they didn't play, so PFC forfeited, so Eden's got easy 2-0. So we're only gonna be covering 8 games actually this week.
well, 8 matches.
Yes, 8 matches. So let me switch to these to the actual first game, which
Live.
I need to fix this because this is wrong. This is from last week, so just give me a few minutes. But the first match is us versus our guest star here.
But this is going ghost.
No, this is last week. Don't just ignore
Oh
this.
my god.
It
On
has
the
to be on the
last
fly.
week's games too.
It has to be on the fly.
Okay.
I have a
Yeah,
question
I'm
before.
all for creating assets in the middle of podcasts.
Tell me, Cody, what's your question?
I was gonna
Dude,
say, PF Chang's versus Eden's. Do we know if PF Chang's had a playoff shot if they didn't FF, or what was the story on that?
I am not sure.
I think it was really difficult for them because they were 0 and
I mean,
4.
PSC was 0-4 before the FF.
Exactly.
I think they were just out.
Okay,
So
yeah.
it would be really hard for them to make it. So on the stream now, we have both the drafts and game one.
Dude, someone really messed up draft, and I think it was us.
Flash is really unlucky. I lucked it there.
Yeah, I feel like straight up, if Silas wasn't picked in the first if Silas wasn't R3, we would have been fine. But because it was, this game was like really tossed on its head.
Yeah.
And then we also had the problem that Silas got a lot of the early kills, so it made this entire game hard to play because Silas is the win con for this comp, and then he started off with like 3 kills.
Yeah. I think Silas R3 is like super underrated just because like I mean, I don't know,
think
people
it's good. It's just it's hard to prepare because normally you don't want to ban Silas first
yeah.
3 because you usually don't draft 3 good ultimates for him at that stage. But given the idea we had in comp, we should have considered banning it or
Yeah.
drafting differently.
Yeah. I think that's especially why I like it, just because it's kind of like the X factor, because they don't prep for it in the first phase, and they're willing to pick like the big ultimates. I just saw Seraphine and Mumu right first 3, so I had to rip it. I mean, we just like sunk bans into mid in our second phase and hoped for the best, and it worked out for us, so that was
Oh
good.
yeah, let me see. What were the bands? Oh yeah, so you banned Cassiopeia and Zed. It's alright. Yeah, the Cassiopeia is actually big because like you don't want to play into ranged champions as Silas. You want actually melee. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I have so mixed feelings about the series. I feel like I don't want to give like excuses by the fact that we lost. We got
This
pretty
was
gab.
single-handedly the worst
Yeah.
I played all split, and this was supposed to be like I went in thinking like our hardest matchups would be GGH and like phase 1, and then they got comp ruled. I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna be our hardest matchup. And then going into this, I was like, all right, either second seed or third seed will be our hardest matchup. I was like, okay, so I'm gonna need to perform for a week 5 match because this will be our hardest opponent, and I just did not show up.
No, yeah, I knew that like in my mind I knew that Dorado was gonna be the
Oh my
strongest
god,
team
you
on
guys
this group,
double killed Flash there, but it
but
was in fog, so I don't think we saw that.
I also think like we play like super poorly like as a team,
Yeah,
and because you guys
like
snowballed pretty much the both games, like both games was
mhm.
pretty much a snowball game. You guys just got straight ahead and just smacked the shit out of us.
Yeah, this first game was really terrible because we kind of have a press R comp, and we got into like 3 or 4 skirmishes before we had ultimates, and at that point we gave over like 3,000 gold.
And we
And
were not in sync at all. Like our fights, our comms were
we
like,
were not.
dude, we
That is
were
for
we were
sure.
fighting each other during that game. Like, oh, I want to do this. No, I don't want to do that. And like, okay, we don't do anything then. We just die.
Yeah. My team was super tilted at me that one bot play where I went for the Sona and then I just died to Camille. They were so tilted at me. It was so funny.
Dude,
Yeah.
I messed this up because I fucking my parry has to go down against Malka, and also I thought I got to the point where his W would connect, but I just made him follow me with flash.
Dude, I'm just so sad. Like,
Dude,
ah,
I'm so down for losing, but this was not a good way to lose.
like I don't know. I just feel like we were so like unsynchronized with everything that we tried that
Yeah,
it because so in this like game two we did play a little better. It seemed to be more of an even game or just to a
I
certain
kind of
point.
wish we picked red side because it's like I kind of got fucked by counter pick in game 1, and I kind of got fucked by counter pick again in game 2. So I feel
Ah, I
like
should have
I
flashed
kind of wasted
before.
my potential. And this fight was so good,
It was so close
but
too.
then like we just barely missed the damage on one person, and then Jin also picks up a kill off the side.
But tell me, Cody, what do you think about these games overall? Like, what's your not only your perspective, but what your team has has commented about the series?
Uh,
Give
I
us
think
some
game two. Sorry.
straight answers.
I think game two, I definitely played weaker on the sidelines. I was grouping a lot and dropping a lot of CS, so I should have been a lot stronger in this game, and I was really scared of like Fiora and Nico in the sideline just because like the potential of just like sitting in a wave and one-shotting me. But I definitely need to be more confident in like my sideline play, and we could open up the game a lot earlier. I was just playing a lot around like team fighting, and some of my looks were pretty bad. But I mean, uh, yeah, I think game two is definitely a lot worse on our end. Sure.
This
No.
fight was just so uncoordinated.
Yeah.
Like one person was wrapping around. I was in like a 1v3, and then bot lane watches me die, which is like fair enough. But then they also walk in after I'm already dead and then die for free.
I don't think that play was that bad because we got kills on me and on Tristana. Tristana
It
was
was pretty bad because bot lane didn't need to die.
no, but Bodley didn't die. Only Nautilus died.
But
Uh,
yeah, but
Tristana got the kill. She was ahead of Jin
I,
at this point.
this game is we also got a bit draft gap this game because it's like, how do you attempt to outscale when other side has ASOL?
I
And
I
this
don't
draft is they're still showing game one draft.
like. I think the main issue was not a draft. Well, the main issue was the execution that we did.
Well,
We
yeah,
got
I'm
picked
saying
so many times.
that's one of the scenarios that we got forced into due to the champions that were picked. Is we mess up early, and then it's like, how do you outscale ASOL when you're
You don't.
behind
The thing
early?
is, you don't need to outscale him because we have so much set up for him. But again, we didn't execute because you know if we stop ASO from moving and stop his damage, which we have Nautilus ult, my ult on Nico, we have damage on me, on Dark, on Kyle with AoE CC. We can stop him. The big issue is we never put ourselves in a way where we can actually stop them. Like we didn't combo our CCs properly. We never really played as five together. So I think it was more execution. But yeah, because the thing is, we also let them to scale when we shouldn't have them, right? We should have played a bit better, like execute a bit better our combos, what we're supposed to do early game to avoid Aesop being like like 4 items, what, 2 levels, 1 level ahead of me or something like that. But yeah,
Uh,
I just feel like it's more execution.
I don't know how you give valiant effort to anyone on our team in both of those
Whoa, whoa,
games.
whoa, whoa! I tried to save everybody's ass, so don't like
Uh,
not game one. But game two,
I have,
I think I hold the bridge, you know.
I 100% don't get valiant effort. That's for sure.
yeah. I think I think also our game two Barons were super weak that game. I think we got two Barons and we cracked. I'm pretty sure we reviewed it. We cracked like 2 turrets total with two Barons. It was pretty disgusting. I don't
I
know.
That was one of the things I said in comms.
Yeah, it
I
was
was
really
like,
bad.
guys, we just keep pushing waves and they get nothing off of this Baron because they're not using it properly.
Yeah, it's because I was scared to sideline for no reason. I was playing really bad in this game, regardless of my scoreline. I think game one I played pretty well, but game two was, I think it was a little bit fake based
Yeah,
on my
I felt
scoreline.
like we had more room to breathe than we probably should have in game two.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
this result for the league is actually pretty big because there's so many people at 3-2, and the fight for the better seeding is actually gonna be insane for week 6.
Yeah, I think
No.
we
Okay, so the second game didn't happen for this group because VVS has faded, so TPO got their win.
Okay.
Um,
So the next one's Conduit
Next
Esports
one,
versus
ET Solar.
Solar.
Yes,
I'm curious to see
this
how this one.
actually was dope.
It was dope.
Yes, the whole series was really nice. At least from my perspective, I think was very good for mainly for ETS. I think there's a lot of
Yeah.
good stuff for them here. Where is it? Draft one. Wait, no, this is wrong. Okay.
Oh, dude, Zeri just fucking got trolled.
damn.
That has
Wow.
to be upsetting. That's so funny.
Oh no, arcs. That's so sad.
Ooh, that was a huge Seraphine ult. And it did nothing somehow. Alright.
Oh yeah, and also this is the game that I watched a
Okay.
VOD review for the team.
Fucking Gideon.
That
And he was like
was
parry. He autoed him vital twice, but I appreciate the play. This is interesting. Wait, how does Victor die like this? No.
yeah, I don't know what
Bro, you literally saw him invade raptors. How do you get caught like that?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a huge question mark. Isn't Chinese Spy supposed to be like one of the best mids in the league?
he's definitely one of them. So that's what I was gonna say. I think overall, because I was a bit scared when I saw the matchup coming, Goose versus Chinese Spy.
Oh,
But I
dude.
think Goose played pretty well overall
I'm
on
just
all three
saying,
games.
Gideon
It's at least laney
puts
face.
himself in situations he doesn't need to be in.
Like
Oh.
Oh,
he definitely needs to work on the Seraphine a little bit because he didn't have that lane properly set up. But
dude, how is this Seraphine Victor lane? Oh
dude,
god.
honestly, it's a free. It should be a free lane for Seraphine, to be honest.
That's what I thought. I think
Uh,
it's really troll knowing you're about to get a gank in, and he just tries to land ult preemptively and completely whiffs it, and then doesn't have it for this fight.
I, I think that lane kind of depends on like if you're. So Serpent's wave clear is a lot better than Victor. Oh my. Oh.
Yeah, that's
The one thing I didn't like
okay.
from him from Goose is I think I saw this on the last match. I don't remember. His ult on Seraphine is like they're not good. They're like
Yeah.
ulting to engage, and it should be like a follow up ult. Like you wait Jarvan to go, and then you
It depends
ult.
on context, but when you have
Oh.
Tark and Jarvan, you do it as a response because Jarvan doesn't die in the middle of the fight because you should be getting hit by like Tark
But not only
ults.
that, you just allow yourself to extend your ult,
Yeah,
right? And it's a
that too.
guarantee hit, right? Once he ults, you ult on top of him. It's a guarantee hit.
This is really good team fighting.
Yeah.
But the only reason why I say Seraphine has a free lane against Victor is just because she can outpush Victor from early on and poke him at the same time.
Yeah.
Um, and it should be more costly for Victor to try to like poke Seraphine. But if he does have a lead,
Yeah.
then like if he gets his first item against Seraphine, I think he's just stronger and he can burst him down or her down.
Yeah, I think it depends. Like, I mean, if Victor obviously gets like a cheese like kill participation and gets his E upgrade online, like Seraphine can't really match it. But I
Yeah.
think early on, if you're playing with your jungler as Seraphine and get some stuff going on like level 6, uh, I mean, it's pretty good. Uh, I would I would personally go for like more like a team fighty top laner, like maybe like an Olaf into the Gragas to help the Seraphine more, just as like another
Yeah,
team fight
that's a
tool.
good
But
point too.
Yeah, Olaf's not bad here.
Yeah, you should never stay on side lanes as a Seraphine, I think, at any given point.
I would just want like a nice like
Yeah,
bruiser.
I think Olaf makes more sense now you mention it because the way their team is structured is like a front to back team fight comp, and Fiora's just not that.
Yeah. I,
Like she does pair well with like enchanters such as Taric, but the rest of the comp isn't centered around like a 4-man unit sieging. It's centered around a 5-man unit team fighting.
yeah.
Yeah, like they lose so much value with the Seraphine bot lane. Not only she died, she wasn't there to like give them the pew that Arcs needed or uh Empower passive needed. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like Seraphine like going to side lanes and staying there. Maybe go there, catch a wave, should be fine.
Oh my god.
Gideon the goat.
No fucking thing, it's that kill. That is so funny. How many times does Gragas need to ult before he realizes Fiora has parry? Oh my god.
Oh, these
Seraphine
flat
ult.
bars. Oh.
I don't know. he's not using our flash effectively this
Yeah,
entire game.
he's
I
he's
don't
using it
even.
like yeah.
I don't even think you need to do it though.
I think the idea there made more sense because he was trying to avoid Victor ult and hit Victor, but in all the other clips, he's just kind of doing it to show mechanics and he's not landing it.
That's what I was thinking too.
It seems like he's playing with like the R and the flash button like bound together. It's like he's just unconditionally pressing it for fun.
Yes, like every time you have a stun on Annie, you're like, okay,
Yeah,
it has to be our flash, or else I'm not playing it right.
yeah. It's
I don't know. I feel like ETS they have like a mix of great in-game
What is
decisions to
this?
really bad in-game decisions. They oscillate so much.
Like, what is that? Why let Jarvan die for free when you don't have Jinx ready to fight?
That's one of
And they
the
use
reasons.
Sparkle. I
Yeah,
single-handedly think that could have just been the reason why they lose here.
I mean
Yeah,
overall that's pretty much it. Like you see them making like a weird play like that, and the next moment you see them make like a good rotation, a good answer. It's just awkward. But overall, I think the. I mean, obviously, I was who I was talking to. Was it Stubby? I don't remember.
wait, what happened? They level 1 invaded and got a kill?
But the fact that also Conduit didn't have the three bans because of
Oh my god.
New didn't have his games on.
I can't believe Gideon tried to flash that. If you're gonna flash Ekram, you do it before you get hit by E, so you get knocked in a different direction.
no Ari. Why were you scared there? The Jace had no mana. No. That was probably a solo kill. Is it still a solo kill?
Dude, he
He,
just got hit by the goose cap.
Hell yeah.
I can't believe it still died. Oh,
Okay,
Yeah, I don't
you're
I don't
staying in
think
auto range against Jace. I appreciate it.
I don't think Chinese Spy should be playing Jace after this. It's no flame, but you know, just a good
Dude, no,
pointer.
that's flame.
No, it's not a
That
flame.
champ you played, I never want to see you on that shit again.
I like
That's what Cam says.
I will tell Goose the same. Like surfing, I don't think it's for you, man. What else did he? Oh, what's what the other one? There's another one that I feel like he shouldn't play too.
Um,
But the Aria, I liked it. I liked it pretty much.
ooh,
nah,
Gragas.
yikes. That was okay. I like the Thresh setup.
Ooh.
I am confused.
Dude,
Did Arx come into this without his shift, so he had to flash?
Nah, he shifted in and then flashed out.
Oh, oh,
Yeah,
okay. So that's even worse.
yeah.
I didn't want to say it, but Fallen's trash. It's pretty damn
It
good, man.
is by far the strongest. What is that Maokai ult? Oh
Uh,
my god. And now they're getting Gragas Insect into the entire team after whiffing that ult. Oh my.
Kiora's walking up 1v5.
Dude,
What?
wait.
Oh no.
Maokai's, Mordekaiser's here, so it might
I
be a one
mean,
fight. If he
Ezreal is
just
a lot.
focuses
Holy shit,
the
that
rest of the
damage!
team that he walked past. Um,
I was gonna say Arx is still alive and he got deleted.
the, fucking- the mortal after Arcs died.
Way to
It's just like,
go.
hey, I could have been here killing this guy for you the whole time. Let me make sure I ult him after you die, though.
The KDA player, man.
Gideon's peak KDA player.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I like, you know, Conduit Fever. I think they're a really good individual, and there are definitely like some power picks that they have, but also sometimes they they just give the opportunity for the other team to come back. And I feel like the series wasn't as one-sided as I thought it would have been. So it's great to see ETS pulling this
Dude,
off.
that was a great pick by Goose. Right
Yeah,
over the wall, the one shots to ADC while they're trying to threaten this
Yeah,
dragon. Oh, he does the same shit here too.
yeah, very nice
And
charms.
Makai follow makes his kill secured, I think.
I'm still never a fan of Luden's. I will never build that, but
Yo, what is your preferred item? Is it Everfrost?
I mean, it's for me, it's Everfrost or Leandrews.
Yeah, it depends on whatever you're facing on the other team.
Yeah, and to this team, I can't be a Luden's defender. I will agree because Rakan has his healing and shielding. Zeri can steal shields from Mordekaiser and Thresh here, and then Gragas, Hecarim are also pretty bulky.
I mean, sure, but they can, I don't think Leandro's the worst here. I think Everfrost would be better just because they are all pretty much millies.
We're critiquing
But
Ludens, not
Uh,
Leandros.
no. I'm saying like Ludens isn't necessarily bad here because they have squishy champions, and
yeah,
Everfrost would be better just because of
They have two
millies.
squishies.
Roka is also squishy.
Rakan, he's kind of in between. He's not like a bruiser, but he's not a mage
But
either.
Everfrost would make more sense. I don't know if I would go Everfrost though.
I
um,
I don't know. I
yeah, I
just
don't know if this is an Everfrost game either. I feel like it's split between Leandres and Ludens this particular game.
I don't know. I kind of like Lotus for this match, but I think Everfrost could be really big because they have so many millies on the other side.
Well, I think with Ezreal, you're kind of playing more for a pick and burst comp than it's just long fight that you're trying to out DPS.
Yeah, that I think that's
yeah, but
why
that's
Everfrost
why
would be
Everfrost
good.
is good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially
I
with a
think
trash. Imagine Everfrost, Charm, and then Trash Hook.
yeah, it just makes like the kill setup way easier for you. It makes your life easier. It's like I could see Ludens if you're like maybe like more even, but with his gold lead, he's
No,
already
he got two solo kills. You got to remember this. Ludens makes sense because he was fed.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's why I don't think it's that bad because he was pretty ahead. If it was even, I think Everfrost probably better, and then Leandris, depending on the situation.
I can't believe blue team's still here for this fight. They watched Hecarim walk around the entire enemy team and then die, and they're still here to fight.
I mean, it was a close fight. He still did a lot of
It
damage.
was. It shouldn't have been
Yeah, it
because
shouldn't.
they
It
let
should not
Hecarim
have
die
been.
for free. Oh my god. Doesn't Mordekaiser have ult? I don't think he had ult.
I think Hecarim's unstoppable there. It's
Holy shit. That combo bursted.
I don't know why Mordekaiser didn't just mark the Hecarim off the pit. They don't need the damage.
Um,
Oh,
I don't
Gragasol.
think they had a ward over the wall, so he just Hecarim came in with ult smite, and Mordekaiser can't react even if he has ult because Hecarim's
Ooh,
unstoppable in the
nice
middle of his
cleanse.
ult travel.
Yeah, I'm just saying Mord should probably just get off that at like 3K and just walk out.
Um, yeah, I don't know who he
Oh
was getting
shoot, I
dragon
forgot. I
with.
keep forgetting to change the draft. I was so I
Yeah,
was
yeah, I
watching the
know.
links, the game so badly. I forgot to change the draft.
Okay. Oh,
Wow.
he got hit by the Kled R5. Well, of Olaf's three counters.
He's gonna get Thrall here, right? Probably live. Oh, nice dodge. Oh, unlucky.
Oh yeah, I
Olaf's
think R is probably the best, one of the best champions from Chinese Spy. Really good power pick for him.
yeah. I kind of like him on Victor as well.
Yeah.
Wait, is this? Hold on.
I just
Oh
think
man,
our
we skipped the game 2 draft. I want to look at the game 2 draft.
I just think Ari's too powerful of a blind pick mid if you want to go for it. It's,
Think R is too powerful to blind pick?
no, I think it's just a super powerful blind pick, especially if you
Oh,
need
okay.
like the priority
Yeah.
in mid
I
lane.
thought you think she's so strong you can't counter pick her. I mean, blind pick her. I'm
You
like,
can,
that's kind of like the opposite of what a
no,
blind
no,
pick
no, no.
is.
I, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I especially in this like elo bracket, I think that the top matchups are just more volatile, so I usually opt for blind mid.
Yeah, I am a big advocate for top R5. There's very few blindable top laners compared to mid. Like, there's there's too many blindable mids to ban them all, unless like all bans on both sides are going towards mid.
I
Uh,
would. I think in general sense, yes. It just depends on your team. I think. Like if your team has, you know, a top laner that, for example, if you're gonna take like one of those teams, for example, I'm gonna say
Yeah, if
PFC.
you're gonna play tank stop, they
Yeah,
get countered by almost everything and just pick think top R4.
yeah.
But
You would just blind.
otherwise, I would almost always do top R5.
No, yeah, because again, general sense, but it all always depends on the team. Like with you on a team, obviously you're gonna do R5, R5 top. But if you take like
Dude,
someone
stop
like
leaking our strats, Cam.
if you talk
You're
about
not here
someone
for this.
Like Spada, he's always gonna take
Um,
a a tank top.
Dude, when I
I'm
see
just
a spot
saying,
on carries, I kind of die inside.
damn, what a flame, dude.
I'm just saying he's not consistent with carries.
oh,
He
that
doesn't
Ari
know how to build
charm.
them yet. Man, they just gave like 4 kills in a row for no reason. Okay, you don't chase this because it's Ari with ult. I feel like trading ult for ult's way worse for Olaf than it is for Ari. He missed the Q and still
Oh,
killed her. That was a pretty nuts fight. I can't believe Ari entertained that. Do they go straight Baron after this pick?
I don't know, man. I just feel like there's so much.
They're just looking for more and more kills, which isn't a bad play because you can't really dodge Qued ult. But at this point, they've kind of overstayed.
yeah, Israel
And
just.
now Olaf's just gonna run through all of them, I assume. Yeah, they fucking they could have tried to force Baron 5v4, but instead they try to get extra kills and they get 1 kill and lose at least 2 people. That
Yeah, I don't
was
know.
a really bad mistake.
Didn't even peek at Jura.
Holy shit, he's flanking 3 people.
Olaf Gaming, man. Olaf Gaming.
Dude, I appreciate this actually. I think this is the move. If he can auto attack
Oh
people,
my god, he dropped his ult. What?
dude.
Oh no, it's a
Yeah,
disaster.
I mean,
that
there
was
was no
awkward.
follow up there. Like nobody came with Olaf. Everybody was zoned out.
So Jin ulted, and then no one walked up, and then by the time someone could have walked up, he lost his ult because he was looking to hit Ari instead of just maintaining his ults on the tank.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's just odd.
Olaf's gone to the point where he beats Cloud 1v1, and he dropped his ult again.
Oh, the
Oh my god, what the fuck is happening?
And the thing is, like, I don't know. Like the gold is not very like not a lot in difference. Like maybe
This game
2K,
is way too even.
but if you think about
So
all the
every time
gold,
one team does something good, they just let the other team
yeah, but the
have
thing
the same
is,
amount of kills in return.
most of the gold on Conduit is on Ezreal. That it's like super strong in this patch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ezreal has too much value this game too. Like he dies to pretty much nothing on their team. You can't get a Nibia walled it. You can Yo to Jarvan. Like
Yeah,
it's pretty impossible to deal
Yeah,
with.
Ezreal flourishes against this kind of team.
he's like 1.5 items ahead of Jin. That
Ooh,
is also pretty strong. So just
Chinese spy, no. He art into the threat
yeah.
hook.
I feel like the only answers to Ezreal is to be stronger than him or to have multiple dive options.
I mean, I don't know, because the thing is, if you look over the game, like they did a really good job early game. The Jin was ahead of Ezreal, but
Yeah.
they just give so much like
No, Arx, why
mid to
would
late
you
game.
flash like that?
Mid to late game, they just gave like so many kills to him on bad decisions, taking fights where they shouldn't. Because
Yeah.
theoretically, Arc should be ahead of that Jin early, because he had
Oh,
like 3 kills
shit.
in, I don't know, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just feels sad that their in-game decisions can go from great to awful in a matter of like seconds.
Yeah. I think that like going off what X was saying with like needing multiple dive options, I think they do have like Olaf you can count kind of as a dive option, but the thing is we've got punished for this in
Yeah.
the past playing Olaf and Jarvan. It feels like anti-synergy because like Jarvan ults the priority target and then Olaf if he like runs through and tries to get to them, his R is just gonna drop. So he's forced to hit front line and no one can follow up on it. So it
Yeah,
feels pretty bad.
it's kind of an awkward combo because Jin can support from afar, and Thresh is more of a protector
Yeah.
or an enabler. But in the way this team is structured, Olaf or Jarvan are going before Thresh can even get
Oh, he
there.
missed the Q. Oh
Yeah.
Who
no.
needs the Q when you can just auto attack him to death in front of 3 people and almost get the kill?
I
Dude, if
mean,
he
if
had
you get if
Ignite,
you get that kill, he would have been dead.
dude, if he had Ignite, you would have killed Ezreal there.
Because the Q drops armor too.
Why did Chinese
That
spies
is
on
true.
Why did Chinese spies on yet another R to get out of Jarvan? No.
Yeah. I don't agree with the Ari ult chart.
Oh
Oh
no.
no, the fucking Fled ult re-engage. How do they start it? Dude, the fight, Ezreal's at like 100 health, and they're like, okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna team fight and no one's going to hit Ezreal because we don't want to kill him too early. And then he's just throwing Qs at them the entire fight.
Uh, I mean, it was a fun series. It's a series that I definitely
Yeah,
enjoyed.
it was a toss-up for sure.
I
No.
I just hate Jarvan B3 into Ezreal. It feels terrible actually.
Oh,
I think Jarvan is easily tied for the best jungle, if not the best jungle.
I think it's still doable depending on what you're gonna build your comp on, but it's
You,
definitely
you
like
have
not the
to
best
make
option.
your comp considering the fact that the enemy team is going to pick Jarvan as a position you never want to be in when you're drafting.
I just think wouldn't you want to grab like maybe Vi is not great. I don't know. I don't know what you'd want there to be honest, but
So I think,
Vi's not bad into
uh,
Ezreal actually.
yeah, Vi is not bad. It's just I'm not sure if it's like indirect changes or what. She just doesn't feel as good as she used to.
I mean, I she doesn't have to be strong. I feel like she just needs to set up. I mean, in terms of setting up, I think she does still a great job.
Yeah,
But I
I'm
agree with
talking
you.
more about like the 1v1s and like the 2v2s. I just feel like Vi's been a lot less impactful lately. And it might be because they fucked around with like Radiant Virtue, and that was like one of her big items. It was like Black Cleaver, Radiant Virtue, Vi for a hot minute, and then there's like Ken Punk, Black Cleaver, and Radiant Virtue.
True.
I'm not really sure what people are doing because the Vine Thunder did get gutted recently, so
Now, this is gonna be the most interesting. I think maybe the
is
second
it
the most interesting match that we
second
had.
most interesting?
Yeah, because the first one obviously it's our upset, right? Everybody was talking about it as soon as we lost. But this one though, this one is our
Oh
boys from
shit!
TSA getting destroyed
Holy
by
shit! They lost.
EHZ.
I missed this.
Everybody was asking us to like flame them hard, but you know, I want to give them a
Hey,
break.
if they slide some money under the table via
Mm.
Twitch donations, I am not opposed to selling my soul.
And he act. Oh, Hentai Onisa bringing up that fizz again. That fizz stop.
Yeah,
What is that
I'm
Nocturne
not
angle?
sure why Fizz Stop is so popular. I
I feel
just don't
like
like it.
it's a Onisa kind of thing.
That Nocturne ult was so rough. And they still lost this. They overchased so hard.
J4, Lissandra. Oh, they brought the cog. They actually. Oh, they're able to make the cog work. Haven't seen anyone making the cog work yet.
This Galio is kind of anticlimactic, but someone does die.
Wait,
Oh my
what?
god, this clip is so painful to watch. Because
Yeah.
Harry just like stays there to die to Kog'Maw autos.
I'm just really surprised they had the guts to go Milio Kog'Maw and they left up Blitzcrank, which is like generally like
Yeah, the
the
fact that
I mean, they're
they
doing
are
great.
winning with Cog Milio into Blitzcrank is quite shocking.
yeah.
I don't know if this blitz, you know, was actually useful.
I I felt like a Blitz kind of overstayed its welcome. If you aren't able to shut down Cog Milio early, you are in for a rough time because he's not that great of a champ.
Damn, triple kill on that cog again.
Yeah, Cog's a monster. He has to
Ooh.
have like 8 kills at this point. In all these fights, he's just getting to lay down, and even
Oh, look
when
at the
Nocturne
Kai. Look at
ults
the
on top
Kai.
of him, he
Hey,
dies.
Holy
also,
shit. What is this? Penta? Is this a pent? Oh, no. They Sunder stole that kill. No.
yeah, I
Right.
I
She's playing for
really
other team.
yeah, I don't like how Blue's playing this. They drafted like the Nocturne Galio combo and they're just not using it either. It's really weird.
I know. If it's probably like basically impossible at this point because Kog'Maw is so he's he spikes ridiculously hard even at one item now. But ideally, you get to mid game and you just Nocturnal into Galio and you just win it. But it just doesn't happen at any point in this series, I think.
Yeah, they're just disjointed. They're not calling it probably.
Yeah, there's no point in having a good combo if you don't use it.
I mean, the Lissandra. Okay, Lissandra's. Okay, so he got Lissandra after they showed the Nocturne. Okay, interesting. Definitely not a bad pick
Well,
into it.
Lissandra's really a solid answer into Nocturne because she just self ults if she's ever targeted.
Yeah, but at count. Well,
And
yes, it's
even if
only good
she's
for
not
that though.
targeted, she has a point click CC to shut him down.
The only issue with Lissandra is that I don't know if
Holy shit. Is this order?
it's. No, I only realized later. The order actually is messed up. I only realized later.
Oh my god. Okay. Alright. I'm glad we're reminiscing about how the early game went.
Oh, it was the solo kill. Nice, nice.
I can't believe Gragas stayed under tower with no mana and 400 health.
It's the same thing with Camille Galio, man. Like no one plays it right, me included. Like I tried that, I suck, so I just didn't. I just decided not to play it. Like I can't.
Oh, the Warwick.
Yeah,
Nice.
I love Warwick as a champ. I don't think they used it that great this game.
How?
Um,
Wait,
Warwick LeBlanc is kind of like, I would say, an easier version of Elise and Lee Sin. The moment you hit level 3, you just want to be invading and ganking because you're stronger than almost every single champ in the game once you're below half health.
Did you realize
And
that they put Singed bot lane and Tristan
yes,
on
yes,
top?
I did. I recorded these clips. I'm like, there's no fucking way they're playing Singed
What
bot with
the heck?
Zillion. And then they didn't do so hot.
I think they were definitely cooking something really hard, dude.
Dude,
Maybe
it
that's why
was
they
just an experiment, man. They
I think that,
really,
dude, I can expect something crazy for Monday.
for Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, who are they facing Monday? Is it
ETS,
Solar?
dude, yeah.
That's gonna be the match. That is gonna be the match. Hey, we can stream that one, right?
Titus is streaming it, so
Oh my god, Titans is stealing our clout.
exactly. But outside that, interesting comp. I mean, they looks. I mean, was a little rough early, but it looks pretty okay now. Mid game-ish.
My take is that you can
But
play you can play Singe Zillion, but you don't have to play them bot lane together. You can just have a
exactly.
Zillion and passively have a Singed in the game, and it can function perfectly fine. Oh man. Oh, the Warwick ults.
I mean, they're doing a good job because that thing is alive and doing a lot of things that I don't know. I wouldn't expect a sync bot to do. Maybe it's a one trick man. You never know.
One trick on one. Leeson.
Singed bot. I don't know, dude.
Singed bot. There's no way.
I haven't seen this Warwick get a
I feel
one
like
single
playing
ult.
Singed into double range is just really weird. Because I would think if you're cooking Singed, right, you'd want to play it into like melee engager bot lane, and when the enemy team has a bunch of dashes, like similar angles when you want to play Poppy support. Because Singed has his instantaneous ground on his W,
Well,
but
I
his
imagine
best
this. If they're gonna
ground
get
target is like Ornn.
no, yeah, but if they're getting shoved all the time, then they could potentially use, they can actually turn things around.
Sure, they have gank set up bot lane, but at what costs?
Well, the game was going pretty okay until something really bad happened. What the heck?
Well, I think you might be able to win lane with this because it's like unconventional and people aren't prepared for it, but to compensate for this bot lane thing, you have their top playing Tristana to try to get you your range attack damage
Oh,
focus for
here's
objectives and
a
whatnot,
here's how it
and he
went.
just doesn't do well.
Here's how the lane went. They gave the
Yeah,
first blood.
yeah. They tried to play through bot and it didn't work because Singe doesn't play well into ranged champs.
I don't like the not Tristana, the I don't like the Lissandra there though. I like sure it
Yeah, the
has
Lysandra makes no sense because
I don't
if
know.
you
It's
are
just
already
me.
missing DPS from bot lane, why wouldn't you want something like Cassiopeia or
Yeah,
Rise?
I was gonna say Cassio. I think that Lysandra is a pretty good answer into Ari, but I think Cassio does pretty much the same job, but also just gives you way more damage. And you
Yeah.
obviously have Singed, right? So
I mean,
And
he
it's like,
blinded the Lissandra. It's awkward.
yeah, I don't know if Lysandra V3 is my go-to.
no, no.
You should be an answer to either Ari or to LeBlanc. Usually, that's what it should be.
Yeah, Blind Lysandra is not it. I don't
Okay,
I
now
don't
they
think it's
came with a more conventional comp
Oh,
outside the
dude,
King
this
top.
Kog'Maw got, and Twitchbox almost in a straight line gets caught by Cog passive.
Also, they're playing Nautilus mid. I don't think that champion's real mid anymore. I'm not gonna lie, but
What you mean anymore? You think he got weaker all of a sudden?
I think so. Just based on the Abyssal Mass changes, so you don't get the catalyst
Oh,
anymore. So
what did they do with Abyssal? I know it does have the catalyst part anymore.
Yeah, so I mean, the problem with Nautilus mid is you want to be pressing like E constantly and like shoving it and trying to make plays. But now it's like it feels really awkward to get mana in your build while also being tanky outside of like Frozen Heart, for example. So like you'd have to build like Evan Shroud or Rod of Ages, which seems like really weird to me. Evan Shroud doesn't fix the
Uh,
mana problems, but Rod of Ages just makes you
Oh,
not function the way you want to by just shutting down the mages by just being unkillable, right? So it feels pretty bad now, I'm not gonna lie.
I want to see. What did they ban? Oh, Seraphine, Malphite, and
this.
Ornn.
What about Seraphim, Malphite, and Orin?
That's what they banned. I don't know. I don't think they should have let that cog go through.
They banned all the teamfight ults.
Yeah, but you're leaving the most important, champion
Yeah,
in
I
the
think it's
patch.
weird, but
He did get his Twitch though. Treasy Twitch is pretty good, but
I
Hog
don't
Lulu.
I don't like the angle of banning a bunch of blindable top laners in first phase, because most teams don't pick top until second phase.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think the red side bans are so bad. I think Seraphine's respectable, but I don't know about the
Also,
top.
if you're gonna ban Nocturne, just ban it first phase. He's actually pickable in first three.
Yeah, really weird red side bans, I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
Yeah.
remember that they did pick Ornn on B3, so I could imagine why they banned
Okay,
Ornn,
but
but not the
then you don't need
Malphite.
to ban Ornn and Malphite.
Yeah,
You're not picking
I would ban
Malphite early
Ornn.
because you don't get hit by like 4 EP champs.
I think Ornn is more. It's more important because he has more value late
Ornn can
game.
perform in every matchup. Malphite cannot.
No, yeah, yeah, and not only that, he has more value late game. As he gets like level 13, 14, he starts giving more gold
No,
to you.
it's I think it's 13 for himself and
Yeah,
14
yeah,
for
14, 15.
helping other people.
Yeah, he just gives more gold. So I think it makes sense, but not the Malphite. I would drop the Malphite into
Oh
the cog.
shit. Dude, there was this one Kane gang where he got absolutely fucked and it was hilarious. I, I remember recording this and being like, why am I watching Tom Kench versus Kane top?
I don't.
Is the goal of that pick to like int for your form or no? Like that's not even flame. Like I'm just curious. Like is it
I
efficient to like grab deaths just to like get form quicker or no? Because he
so,
can't fight Tom Kench.
Um,
so a few years ago, actually, it
sort
was
of.
a year or a year and a
Hey,
half
you can
ago.
take risky trades to get form slightly quicker, but you usually don't amp it
No,
sooner than like couple minutes. So right here, he goes into the wall, gets tagged by Tom Kench, and then Gragas is right here
Oh
to
no.
inside him back to Tom Kench.
Yeah.
but I don't think that. So the thing is, Kane is like like maybe a year ago or something. He got buffed where he would get more souls, like hitting more
Yeah.
often. So that's the idea.
He
But
also, when he was in
in
main
lane, I
fighting
mean.
jungle, they made his Q do more damage to minions. So he actually has really solid wave clear compared to most tops, because a lot of top laners are just auto attack based.
Yeah. I mean, I
Did we
get
mess
that.
up the clips? Oh,
Um,
I'm
but yeah,
confused.
now
Weren't we
TSA is
watching Tom Kench versus
on a bench.
Kane?
What'd you
Oh
say?
boy. I thought we were watching Tom Kench versus Kane.
Again, the these are messed up because I didn't see that they were
Yeah.
out of order.
Okay.
Um,
Tragic.
Now TSA is on a pinch here because they need to win because right now they are in 14th place. So with Taz, they're the two
Ooh,
teams
14th.
out
Does that
of the
top
playoffs.
12 make playoffs?
Yes. Right now they have the worst record of the ones that actually can make to playoffs, so they need to win. So let's see what they cook for Monday.
Solar is sitting at a group place of 8th. There's
Now
4 teams at 8th right now.
the next game is also a pretty nice game. Uh, Purple Sprouts versus Taz.
I don't have high hopes about TAS anymore.
I don't know, man. Taz is such an oddball to me.
They're
Uh,
just
they made some changes here for this
Ooh,
week.
dude, the double stun on set, and it doesn't matter because the Galio taunt's so huge.
yeah,
And it still
so
doesn't matter because
broken.
Jack's level 1's nuts.
It's also they're just trying to fight an Ashe, right? It's just impossible level 1.
Yeah. I think Ashe Seraphine is actually a really solid combo that no one does. I can't believe set W's when he barely took damage and stands around to get
Yeah,
orbs.
I
I
don't
was
know.
really confused when I saw that.
So this is one of the games I reviewed before, and I pointed out that exact thing. You just stand around after
I was
he
like, okay, set W, why isn't he immediately running? Because that's pretty much his entire kit early.
But yeah, like they made some changes for this week because the burger came in for jungle. They put Dark as a mid because I believe he's an original mid laner. CH Gaming went for
Yeah.
top, and Zillectric put on surfing duty for this game.
Only true players play Seraphine, okay?
I guess. But overall, very interesting. Oh, I didn't change the draft. I thought I did.
I think
Uh,
this set is allergic to holding W. That's what I'm realizing.
ooh, nice.
How is this top matchup, by the way? Like, how does it play at normal?
So it kind of works like a lot of sets matchups where if Set gets his E stun instead of just the E displacement, he wins the trade pretty hard. But if Jax predicts it
Ooh,
and
close.
uses E beforehand in either scenario, he can get a pretty big trade off. But there's this weird interaction where a lot of champs with dashes, like target dashes, can fuck Set over because they can just dodge his empowered W. For example, Aurelia can do it, but Jax's dash is actually just center onto the champion, so you actually still have to Q to set and then dodge it manually afterwards. So it's a skill matchup for sure. Whoever gets the most items usually wins.
My question is, why didn't they lane swap Gragas to top lane or just put Gragas top lane?
Yeah, I would have done
You
Um,
that.
didn't set.
that's another skill matchup.
But I think it's easier for Gragas though.
It probably is about the same. Well, Gragas into Jax isn't bad. So
But I think it's also better
whenever
for set
Jax
into Dark.
jumps,
Like, sorry, not Dark,
you
Galio.
yeah. So as I was saying, whenever Jax jumps onto Gragas, you just use your E onto Jax and you just walk away.
No, yeah,
It's
yeah.
really hard for Jax to get damage down, as long as you play around that CDU.
Not
Yeah,
only that,
And
but
then
you also think about the matchup mid because you probably have a more favorite matchup.
yeah, I think
yeah, Set shouldn't struggle into Galio. His poke damage is really bad, and he loses all in.
He sh I don't know if he loses because the thing is,
No, I'm saying Set shouldn't lose to
oh,
Galio.
okay, yeah, yeah. Especially
I,
also he has the magic shield against 80 damage.
Yeah, Set doesn't do magic damage. It's all physical and true damage.
also Galio for me, it seems like a champion where like, especially into some of like the mage matchups, it seems like you kind of have to unlock him at a lane where it's like he has good,
Yeah,
he has,
that's
yeah,
what I'm saying. Set's really strong early, and Galio kind of needs to get to item threshold. I'm not sure if that's like a lost chapter or first item, but he does not feel on par with a lot of champions early game.
yeah. I think I think the one thing that Galio is going for him into some of the more like traditional mage matchups is he has a lot of gank setup, right? So the mages are scared to like pressure him very heavily because they can just get like chain CC'd
Yeah,
into a jungle gank. Whereas set, it's gonna be even on 6. Like I think Galio plus like one jungler, you could like get out pretty easily and potentially like get a kill on the way out too because they have like pretty low damage with Galio. So I don't know.
Ooh, nice hook.
his Ashe ulted and Thresh Lane turned out.
Yeah.
Seraphine ult was huge.
I don't think they have the damage. The other thing is I don't think they have the damage to deal. Like their comp is pretty low
Yeah,
damage for Sprouts for this
this
game.
set must have not built Bork, and he has Conqueror, so he doesn't want to win the game. So I respect it.
I mean, if Hecarim is not fed or Set is fed or Jin is super strong, it's just hard for
Yeah,
them
but
to ult
with the
damage.
lane assignments they had, they didn't have a easy playthrough lane. It was a bunch of skill matchups.
Seeing a lot of nocturnes in the last couple matches, and
Yeah, Nocturne
Malzahars.
is a low elo menace because your best bet to winning against Nocturne is to have on the opposing side winning lanes, and then you just invade the fuck out of him and stall his level 6 as long as possible. And then trying to play around his ult at our elo range is just really difficult because you have to change the way you play completely.
Yeah.
And you have to change your warding habit too. It's kind of like playing against up one.
Yeah. Or like Zac, etc. Just like
Yeah.
junglers that are gonna that can kill you from far away. Evelyn can just like get around a lot of the default wards too. So I think yeah, especially pressuring him off early, just delaying that. I mean, especially if you can get intel on him early and like you can kind
Well,
of track him
yeah,
around.
Nocturne's pretty weak early too. There's a lot of things that can beat him in a 2v1 or 2v2 scenario.
Yeah.
Nice, got his flash.
He flashes and gets hit by the edge of a Moo.
Oh my, the Oriole was so bad there. He had to throw his Q and ult them both.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the cheese with Malzahar too is like he does a. I do like Malzahar. I don't play him, but he does put a lot of pressure because one, he can wave clear better than you, and two, like if you try and like match his
Well,
wave clear and push up, like again, you're just probably dead if you don't work
yeah,
properly.
the thing that's so annoying about Malzahar for me is once he gets Rylai's or once he gets Leandri's, he clears the wave and then his Voidlings and like the Space Ooze just like chunks you for free.
Yeah, I
And he gets
mean,
lane prio. It's really annoying to play into.
you need to
Yeah,
play equivalent mage into it.
Yeah, you need something with as strong of wave clear to be able to
Like
match Mal's.
Victor, it's good. Rise is good, as long as they're
This,
even.
I love this game by the way because it's like the top lane special. This entire game, Mundo and York are just in a side lane. And you're like, okay, I don't know what's going to happen this time. I know last time I lost, and then like every time someone else gets a kill,
yeah.
they're like in their own little bubble.
But I don't know. I just don't like Malzahar has a setup for ganks and stuff, but I don't know how.
Well,
I wouldn't pair him with an Amumu. I'll put it this
I
way. I
I
wouldn't
think
pair
it
with
is
Amumu.
weird pairing like Mal's with a Mumu
J4,
MF.
Wukong.
Like
With
personally,
MF is fine,
yeah,
but I
I'm
wouldn't
just
do the
saying
Amumu.
if
Amumu
you want
jungle
to
to be honest.
commit to like a team fight setup, I would love to see like Victor and you throw his like gravity well and things like that on top of the Mumu MF combos,
Because with
and like no one will live.
the thing with Malzahar for me is just like Anivia, where they want a slow fight. They want to use their
They do.
E. They want to step back. If somebody's out of position or there's like a prio target, you're just gonna ult on top of them. And if they don't pay the taxes, you know, the 1300 for QSS, they're dead, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this was so funny to me.
Whoa.
Soraka walks out of the brush that's control warded and baits Nocturne into ulting into her entire team. And he just immediately gets hit by a Malzahar ult.
Yeah.
Wow, Yorick has 2 levels on Mundo.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Gusser's putting a lot of, a lot of work on this Nocturne.
yeah. The Nocturne power is real.
And they have almost 10k gold. Well, yeah, 9k gold lead.
I think Custer's super underrated. I think he's. I
You
don't
think
think he's.
he's overrated or
No,
underrated?
I think that he's like. I think people rate him like pretty high. I still think he's underrated. I think he's one of the better junglers.
Yeah, I
Definitely.
never hear people talking about Guster's strength when
I think he's a very solid jungle, and he has shown like week after week
Yeah.
how solid he is. And I think him and Kobita are the so I think there's like two pillars on the team. I think it's Guster and then Kobita. Then
oh my god.
um, Deal is really consistent, and Aerocross it's also like pretty damn good.
No.
Um,
Alright, I respect your opinion, Cam. Can I just mention kill? Basically, it's solo killed by Sion this entire game. It is impressive.
I just don't understand why you're like trying to fight that level 1. The Plion, like, and you never win that, I don't think.
Yeah,
oh, a Shogun.
I'm not a fan of the kill R5 here.
I think it's pretty okay into science, especially. Shouldn't be like a danger.
Depends if you play the champion or not. If it's
It
like a
depends on
comfort
how
pick,
you play Sion. This guy went full tank and still beat kill, so I don't think this guy was as comfy on kill as he was hoping, because there's no way you lose into full tank Sion as kill, but he did it.
I mean, it's execution versus theory, right? Like in theory, this is a good pick and whatever. But execution makes a
Yeah,
lot of difference.
yeah.
How well you can
I'm
execute
I'm
is
saying the way
completely
he
different.
executed tells me he doesn't play kill, right? And if you don't play kill well enough to play into tank matchups, I don't think you should be playing kill, period.
yeah.
I think it's Wukong does a fuck ton this game.
I think Kale still has some applications into like some of like the bruisers that have like pretty weak gap close. I think it's
Yeah, so
fine.
she has some specific matchups she does well into, but I mean, if you're simplifying it, kill's usually good into every tank matchup.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, and on this team, probably the biggest issue would be the Mumu that has like the close gap with Qs.
Yeah,
Outside
it's
that,
it's just with the CC setup between Cyan, Sona, Amumu, and Syndra, it's like Kale should be getting one shot before she ults. And if she gets a one shot before she ults, I don't see how her team wins the fight.
Where is Shogoth going? Hello?
I,
What?
I don't know, man. This
ooh, that's a good
Cho'Gath
ult.
mid really did not do well this game. Like,
I mean,
Kale gets the ult off, and then it didn't change the course of the fight at all.
I think he's supposed to be the front line, but doesn't look like he actually is.
Yeah.
Did he go full tank or did he go like a mixed match, like a
I'm
AP
pretty
build?
sure this is full tank. Let me see if I can pull the what is it called? The match results.
Yeah, I think when I'm thinking
Yeah,
Shogoth,
he went Force of Nature, Heartsteel, Sunfire, and he was getting he was demolishing Kale this
No,
entire
no, no,
game.
Shogath build.
Oh, the
Yeah, yeah.
Cho'Gath. Oh, okay, hold on. The Cho'Gath went Abyssal, and it looked like I don't know what he was doing. He had the movement speed health item. He had the Negatron cloak, and he had a Lost chapter. It looked like he was working on 3 items at the same time.
Kale's being violated. Oh no.
I'm telling you, I don't know why you picked Kill if you can't play into tanks.
I don't know, man. It kind of felt like a stop after a certain point. Like it felt like it was even up to like maybe 10, 12 minutes.
Yeah, it was.
And
This was
then I
not
don't
a
know.
great game
I
for
feel
the
like
opposing
Taz
team.
is really similar to ETS. They had like some really good calls and in-game decisions up to a certain point, and then they feel a little bit lost. But I mean, they still have chances of making to playoffs, and Sprout has confirmed as actually, yeah. So they're top Right now they're top 2, and they're pretty much they're gonna be top 4. There's no way they can drop them minimum
Yeah, I
4th
think
place.
Sprouts is pretty locked in for playoffs.
And they face CB Peaches, so I think they have even the potential to go top 1. It will depend if Fever drops. I mean, Fever would have to drop 2 games though, or lose this. I mean, lose the series.
Yeah.
And ooh, spicy. Okay, so for next match, we're talking about. Oh yeah, so actually, first of all, I wanna apologize because, um, for this next match, Syndicate versus CB Peaches, I got the files, but I didn't have the time today to finish everything, so I was only able to compile the first game. Where is it?
Oh,
So yes, there's that.
we'll put all our emphasis on the first game and we'll just talk about drafts. Game 2 and
So
3.
first game is on the screen.
Okay. Juggernaut top and Mordekaiser disrespected Darius. I can't believe you did that.
And let me also get the results for second game.
That was so free.
Wait, what did Sona flash at? What was
But
that?
I think she flashed thinking she could kill Seraphine, even though she already used Q, and that's all of her damage. Someone's gonna go odd mana before she can do a thing that fight. Well, that's a huge V stun. Okay, so now Darius is disrespecting Mordekaiser. Oh, okay. Mordekaiser didn't know how to press W before Darius ulted.
But yeah, this I don't know. This game felt
Oh
even up to a certain
no!
point too.
Dude. Graves kills Kha'Zix and should just walk away. Okay, it doesn't. Wait, Trinity Force Darius here. I don't know how I feel about this, but Mordekaiser is building armor, so I guess it works out.
Triforce got buffed too.
It did get buffed.
I
I
don't know by
just
how good of a buff, but
so it's noticeably better because it has like I think it's 5 or 10 more ED, and Trinity Force has this. It's called like threefold strike or something like that, where after you auto like 4 times, it gives you like percentage damage, and they buff that number as well. So it is noticeably higher damage. It's just when you're factoring in all the armor and magicses people get compared to Divine Sunder, it's still hard to justify Trinity Force in a lot of circumstances. But in this game, it's basically just Mordekaiser and 4 squishies.
I mean, Mordekai's not even have a single
But
item at 16 minutes.
yeah,
He's
Mordekaiser
just too far
is
behind.
down about 80 CS in this 1v1.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened, but it did.
I mean, when you get solo heal like 2, 3 times, things gets rough. You're probably giving you more waves and more waves.
I'm sad that Kha'Zix wasn't the style of or the star of the show this game, because this looks like a kind of a crazy Kha'Zix game as long as you don't int into the Mordekaiser.
Yeah, there's 4 squishies and you're playing Kha'Zix.
That is true. Um,
It's really good for Darius and Kha'Zix because Darius, his ult does like roughly 800 damage, and Squishy's mid game have like 1500 health.
okay, so it is. Okay, so
Not. Oh,
I'm just gonna bring it up real quick. This because I know I messed up. So I'm just gonna put out the results and the draft here on the side, just to comment a little bit about them because I did.
So this is game 2.
Yes.
So
Unfortunately for game 2 and 3, we're gonna have to do this way because I wasn't
this
able to
is a nuts
finish.
Fiora game. They have 3 tanks. And they lost with Fiora here? I'm kind of confused. Oh, Kindred has 15 kills?
Yeah,
How did that happen?
yeah.
And we
It's
didn't get to do the clips for this one? I would
no,
have loved to
no.
see Kindred randomly get 15 kills. Wait, what the fuck? They have. How is this a mid matchup?
I mean,
Syndra Ornn?
I think Barak's just throwing, man. Like, I don't know.
I feel like
What is this? Oh,
on the side of Hecarim, you have Prio in all 3 lanes, actually. How did Kindred walk away with 15 kills?
they said jungle got PayPal, so
Jungle got PayPal?
yeah.
Man, I hope it was as much as winning finals costs.
I mean, it looks, dude, but they picked Kindred B3. That's actually, I don't know, weird.
Um,
Who
I
was
think that
the support?
Senna support and Nautilus support.
Oh, okay, so they put Nautilus support. Okay, I was expecting to be like a Nautilus mid, just to shadow
Mm,
Kindred
I think
and
Nautilus is a
set up
lot
for
better in
her.
lane than Shogath or Ornn when we're talking about
Or
bot lane.
I would keep Ornn. I would definitely wouldn't keep the Shogun because Ornn, later game you will buff Kindred, and the knowledge is just gonna set her up for success. I mean, but it worked, right? It worked. So she got 15 kills. She didn't die, so it worked, I guess.
yeah.
Uh,
Where's the deets for game 3?
I'm gonna put it right now. So results for game 3. Spicy, spicy.
Alright. So the
Is
important
it?
question is, Cody, what's your favorite kind of cookie?
I say that again. I had my headset off. Give me a second. Okay, we're good.
What's your favorite kind of cookie?
Cookie. Okay. I don't know. It's kind of a weird take, but like at Christmas time, I'm kind of a fan of shortbread cookies. I know that's like a hot take. I know.
No, a hot take is saying oatmeal raisin.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't want to say like a basic answer. Like chocolate chips, obviously good, but I'll go shortbread.
So this is this the oh no, this is not the Hap show, this is the Riser show. This cane just went nuts. And this time they paired with the Nautilus. That's what I was expecting. Pair with Nautilus to make things
I'm really
set up
confused
easily.
on how they counterpick themselves top lane when they B3'd Gwen.
I don't know, man. Maybe he liked the
Um,
singed. Doesn't
like
seem that it worked.
literally everything into Gwen except like Jax is a skill matchup, and then Tanks is a hard losing matchup for the tank.
Singed is the highest win rate
Um,
into Gwen. I mean, I'm not a
so
Singed
they,
player, so I wouldn't know.
I think it's an interesting subversion to do Gwen early. It's probably because it's like his one trick champ.
I mean,
I just don't know if Kane is contested enough to do B2 Kane.
to be fair, what Hap said makes sense. Like normal singers, they don't play lane, so it's like he said, it's not an interactive lane. Normally, you would expect singers to be proxying from minute one.
Mm, I respect your take up,
It does
but
make sense.
I so my information comes from assuming he doesn't know how to play the matchup and doesn't proxy Gwen, and you're telling me that's exactly what happened, and he loses for it. So
Yeah, I mean that doesn't help, but maybe it goes back to theory versus execution, right? Um,
Mhm.
and you don't really have a front line. I don't know if I agree with the Viego. You don't really have a front line for Corky because it, dude, the Nautilus into Quark is actually pretty good. Like even if
Yeah.
he like EOA or WA, whatever that skill is, you can still ult him, catch him, and buys enough time for Kane to go. Now the bigger question is, he seemed to be going Dark in Kane instead of Blue Kane, which is good, but I would just expect
I
Blue Kane to
this
just destroy Corky.
these team comps basically do the same thing. They both have poke splash with Vars and Corky. They have a bit of roaming potential with the Nautilus and Singe, and then the Viego and Kane both just want to fight a fuck ton. So it's like whoever gets ahead first kind of just wins, and it looks like Kane got ahead early, and then he proceeded to slowly roll over the rest of the game because Gwen was also winning lane.
Yeah, looks like bot lane was the main point of aggression there for the side of CBP. They have shown like we have seen clips of them in the past. Like they have shown like good, you know,
Yeah,
plays here and
yeah.
there. But
I'm upsetty spaghetti that I've been waiting for Sin to do good. And then when they finally do good, we didn't get all the clips set up.
yeah, I just got tied with work, unfortunately. Dude, I only finished with stuff regarding work like around 7:50. Was the last time I sent my emails. Now, let me bring up the next game. The next game, what's the next game? Oh yeah, so the next oh yeah, so
Hmm.
next game is also a pretty nasty one and in the good sense because it's another I want to say another upset. It's the
The upset of a lifetime is what you're saying.
Cape Dogs versus Afdaza and Afdaza pulling off the miracle run.
No, thanks for spoiling Kim. Right, let's
Exactly.
see what happens.
And
I
I
better
need
see
to
some Gwen top into Singed, or else I'm not gonna be happy. Holy shit!
I
Got hit by the bug of a lifetime. Oh my god, it's working now.
indeed
Okay.
no. Afdaza.
Malphite versus Maokai top lane. This is what I love to see, guys.
Dude,
I'm
this
so
was
upset, man. They banned all the fun champs like Set, Fiora, Camille, Gnar, and then we end up with Malphite and Maokai.
and this was one of the greatest 1v1s of all time. Dude, Tiggsy was slapping the shit out of Kobe. No cap.
Yeah, so Malphite actually kind of sucks into Maokai because Maokai has better poke damage and he has health sustain, and Malphite just has shields.
Dude, I don't know. I kind of liked seeing Tiggsy. I think he put up on a very good
Holy shit,
performance
he
overall.
fucking EQ flash art
On an
for
egg.
Agnivia,
Oh,
and they both die for it.
no.
Are you kidding me? I love you days, but that was upsetting. Okay. The sapling predict, what a fucking outplay machine. Can he press W and then Q onto Lucian and get a kill? No, he cannot because he Qs Wukong.
I think that everyone is talking about like Kiora as one of the best AD carries, but I think Oftaza has a little bit of a gem, and this Nick guy is going crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
I think we have great
I think there's a lot of
AD
solid
carries.
ADCs actually. I think Kiora is good. I just don't think he's uncontested.
Dude, I will feel really bad. Okay, I'm gonna. This is really awkward for me to say because
Basically, say the
I'm
best ADCs are tied between Dark and Arcs. All right, everyone else needs to get to their
no,
level.
actually I was gonna say not the opposite, but I was gonna
It's okay, Kim.
say
You don't have to say it.
um although they're gonna face us, I feel like if TSA doesn't win, we're gonna be losing one of the best AD carries that we have in the league, in my opinion, which is Shweezy. But I am no AD carry, so I am not really
I feel
making
like
the.
Sweezy's been really hot or cold compared to a lot of the other ADCs.
I just feel like, and I know Sunny's here. Sunny is the Fizz from Hentai Oni-san from TSA, but I feel like this is gonna sound so bad, so I'm sorry, but I feel like not a, I wouldn't say a waste, but I feel like the team is bringing Shweeza down a little bit.
Damn, you
I'm just
really
saying
just
this.
said the only good player on TSA is Sweezy.
No,
The rest of them needs to
not
go
the
to
only player,
IBS boot camp.
but I'm saying I just feel like he's been performing really well. You know, I feel like he's being the face of TSA for on their wins and also on their losses for most of the time. So that's all I'm saying, man. No flame, it's all about love here. So, but
Are
the
you
truth
saying
needs to be said.
Garen Top wasn't instrumental?
For maybe a
I think if
game.
I see one more Fizz Top from TSA, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Hey, is the Garen and the Feast main, so let him cook. But yeah, I would put him, Chiwizi, Kiora. I think River is really good AD carry. Arx is being put in like great numbers, so he's there for sure. Who else am I missing? On the top of my head. Um, who
Just
else?
like say, I think between these top 20 ADCs, one of them's the best and one of them's the
Yeah,
worst, and
I mean,
then
obviously,
you just stop talking.
obviously. Oh, I would put yes, I would put Nyx and what's his name, Efron there too. That's what I'm putting over there. I think he was pretty solid. He's doing pretty solid work, Efron, and of the Zaidi carries, like Nick is doing like some crazy work too.
I just think he's like I'm pretty sure he's a new pickup, and they started
Yeah, I
putting
think
in
he
work.
is because I
So
haven't seen this guy before.
yeah,
I think this is his
Oh my
second week
god, he got
he played.
a fucking minion block on the wall. This guy's ankles got broken.
wait, but why did Nivea backstep? Okay, I guess we
I
can't
don't
hear.
know. I honestly, I would just stayed in that Silas. There's no way you're escaping Anivia.
He had no spells. Like he's just dead. I mean,
Holy
Wukong's there,
shit.
so it's fine. But yeah,
The
this
entire team wants to go straight into Anivia's range and say, okay, here I am, I'm going to run to you, and then they see what happens.
and they do it 5 seconds after Sal's just got picked in the same spot. Oh god.
Dude, I feel so bad for Cryo. Cryo had such like great
Dude, Cryo was
weeks.
looking so good at the start of the split,
Yeah,
and
and he got
he's
destroyed
been
completely.
getting gapped a bit.
Yeah. Days also had a rough series.
Yeah.
He tried a lot. Like I give him praise
Yeah,
that
I'll
he
throw him a bone.
tried,
If we can get 2-0'd
but
randomly, they can get 2-0'd randomly.
but I think this is awesome for Optazak because not only they have chances for making playoffs, they have actually good chances. I think they're sitting at 3-2 as
Oh
well.
my god. I think Jin just flashed Gale Force autoed and didn't get a kill. I almost died solution ult too.
Yeah, so Optazaki's 3-2 now, and they have potential to take even better seed. They face who they face next.
Holy
Ooh, they
shit.
face Edens. It's gonna be a really nice match to
I
watch.
what is this Baron call? Okay guys, let's walk up his three. I'm gonna pin them into the Baron pit, and our backup damage is Janna's ults. Um, oh,
The crazy part is about this game is that there's double the Malphitars and double the misses too. There's a lot of whips.
I'm yeah, for me to say this, I have never seen a guy miss Malphite more than this guy.
Like to be fair, there's been like a few nice flashes on them, but like none are connecting. Like miss or flash, it's not satisfying, man. I'm not seeing the
I
one touches.
know. Okay,
Oh,
wow, you
one
got one
landed.
right here when there's one person left alive, and it kind of doesn't change much. Oh my god, how did they get Nexus? I mean, Inhib instead of just getting the fucking win. Oh
No
my god.
days. No
He half
days.
health that Inhib by himself. I think it's the only reason they didn't end here.
Oh no, it's a disaster.
Oh, he got it. Let's go.
Oh, he finally ulted someone in a team fight.
I really don't like that culling just getting completely soaked by a Mount guy and doing 0.
I feel like calling is a good opener or a good finisher, but it's only good opener if frontline isn't in front of the carries.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what's giving the this. Oh, I know what's going on. What's giving the error is because I probably have deleted.
Wait, they banned Milio and then played Lucian Nami. I'm kind of confused.
Oh my god, Octron just threw so hard. Oh no.
Oh yeah, dude, this game was awful.
How does Aesol
Wait,
get so strong in this matchup? I don't get it.
what the fuck?
No, why?
Wait, he
Dude,
really just.
No, he walked back into it. Oh my god.
dude, I swear, Cryo was not the best
Dude,
series, man.
Cryo, he probably was finishing up his college finals and he just didn't have the oomph left over for this
Bali
series.
had his number through and through. And also,
Perhaps.
Bali is also a new pickup for Aftaza. It's been like maybe 2 weeks that he played, 2 or 3 weeks now.
I thought he was the AD carry before.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
he was
sorry.
on
Yeah.
the
You're right.
roster. I
He
don't
was
think
the AD
he.
carry. Project Crisis was the mid laner,
Yeah.
but they
Yeah.
shifted.
I think Days is not bad on Karthus. I just think they don't know how to draft around Karthus jungle, and it is a problem.
Yeah, I think they did an amazing job like invading the cards and getting these skills.
Oh, this is
I mean,
brutal. They
to
win their
Yeah.
lanes outside of top, which is like going even. I just perma invade this Karthus.
to be completely fair, I think that the Karthus pick would have been better if the mid lane was not a complete disaster at like 5 minutes. To be fair,
Yes.
No,
I
he
mean,
got
it
shut
does
down.
make
He's in this
sense.
shit.
I'm just saying like Akshan should be able to want these fights in the jungle and try and clean them, but he's
Yeah,
like in
true.
sync completely. So
Even if he doesn't block the fight, he should be a reason why they're winning
no,
the
yeah,
reaction play.
yeah, and he can get to it really quick, but he just
Hmm.
like completely entered the game at like 5 minutes. That's impossible.
Yeah, there's no reason for Aesol to be, on first item at the same time as Akshan.
No, it's completely impossible. It's so illegal.
And
I
this Karthus hit first item at like 16 minutes, so this game is absolutely screwed. And at 18 minutes, they're dealing with the enemy team getting their
I
third
mean,
dragon.
and he keeps trying, man.
I mean, yeah, look at the side lane. Like, we're losing the side lane versus Aesol. You cannot win the game in this
I don't know
state.
if I should give
Oh
the
my
props for him to keep
god.
trying, but he keeps trying, man.
Hey, if the world knocks you down, you just gotta get up again. He took that too seriously in this 1v1 matchup.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
Oh, they're
dude, he's
funny.
back to the one-man Malphite ults. Oh,
The big
oh,
boss
it's an
arrived.
absolute massive
they
Aesol.
don't even get that much
Volley.
value out of their ults, but because Aesol didn't get killed at the start of the fight, it's not bad.
I
I
mean, he
really,
was TPing. It was not even there. That's
I
why.
know.
Like, oh,
Oh
it's
my god, Bolly griefed his W. What am I watching?
I I absolutely loathe Aesol because he does optimal DPS while moving.
Yeah. They're getting him pretty hard next patch, but yeah.
He just, I don't think he should be that fast at his W. Like, sometimes
Uh,
I play Fiora, I ult Aesol, and I can't catch up to him
if he's
when
not
he
using
W's
his
away.
Q, so he gets more movement, the fly movement, if he's not using ability or his Q.
yeah, it's just really strong because you can toggle in and out of your queue, right? So you can like decide when I'm in threat of like say a Fiora and I can like let go of my W and space her and then continue to queue with
How
like
did that
Rylez.
His team out of the blast plant and sent him straight into Maokai.
On there.
Oh
Is
shit.
Cryo gonna die here? I don't want to watch this.
Dude, Cryo has to
He's
die
gonna
here.
die.
Asol just has his number.
Nah, rip.
He got this.
Oh my god. He almost killed both of them.
Dude, this Tristan is massive too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this Triss is hella fed.
She has what?
Oh
She
my
has
god.
3.5 items. Holy
Yeah, this
crap.
game is just impossible to play. You have Karthus Jungle who's behind against Trist
Dude,
and Asol who are fed.
12k down. That's a lot.
Yeah. I think it's weird they didn't end earlier. They have a fucking 23 kill lead at 29 minutes.
I
And they
mean,
got
they're
Soul probably
KDA
around
players.
23.
They're farming stats, dude. They're farming stats.
They're farming stats. They're
Out
farming
of
stats but not farming game time.
despicable mid lane performance, I will not lie, unfortunately, but that's how it goes. That's how the cookie
What
crumbles.
is the build path for Akshan? Is it
Who
what he
knows?
did here? He went Stormrazor, Rageblade into Bork, I think.
I couldn't tell you. I'm gonna be honest. Before the items, he griefed already, so.
I'm glad we have your professional opinion on the mid lane alongside Cam.
I mean, wow. I was gonna say you could have picked Yon, they banned it, which was smart,
His
but
Malphite ults in for this 1v1
yeah,
and he has no mana.
I don't know.
I mean, he's setting up the queue, man, for Wukong.
Yeah, but Maokai is like so extended, he could literally just wait like 20 seconds for his bro to pull up, but
So the next match, it's PFC versus Edens, but that was an FF, so we're skipping it. Now the next match is Coalition versus TDK. Pog Pog. Coalition. Let me Cody's.
TDK.
Yeah.
Dude, how's my boy Ziggy doing?
I
Has
don't
he
think he
won a game
played.
yet?
I don't think he played.
Oh my god.
They made some
Of course they're gonna
changes.
lose if they don't have Ziggy.
I have a question for Cody. What's your take on uh Coalition and on TDK?
Yeah, do you think TDK takes a game this split?
uh, I mean, I don't know. I don't think many had like high hopes. I mean, they're like an IBS team, and I think Coalition is like I don't think they're like really like that close to Fever. I think they have some good pieces, but I think that Coalition is like kind of similar to our strength, where we're gonna be like I think like if we win next week, then we should be like what like eighth,
Ooh.
10th or something. I think that's kind of where Coalition's gonna land. I don't think they're super strong, but yeah, I think TDK is pretty weak. Obviously, as the standings show.
Yeah, I feel so bad for them. Their only win was a ruling.
Yeah,
The FF win over
Yeah.
VVS, was it?
Although I was gonna
Or
say
someone else?
no,
Oh no, it was
that's
against
ruling. Yeah.
GGH.
well played from Dr. Shrouds though. Really well played actually.
Yeah. I will say I was a smart shadow gank from the Viego in bot lane. It just didn't amount to shit. And also this Ornn buffered the mortal with his W. So that's the only reason Ornn doesn't die before Wukong can influence 1v1.
But yeah, I
Because
feel like
normally this is what the 1v1 looks like. Ornn pushes out a lane. If he gets hit by E, he just dies from full by Mordekaiser.
I
It's
believe these
really
are
impossible to play.
I believe these are new pickups that they had for I saw earlier they dropped Spat and they picked up this mid laner. I don't remember about the
Yeah,
support if it's different or new.
I don't have their roster memorized, but it's definitely a different mid and jungle.
Oh my god, Viego is sending it.
Oh,
Oh, these are
Oh,
subs.
Viego.
they're
No.
subs.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Well, I'm just saying their mid is only 30 CS down. I think this is your new starting mid laner.
Let me see. They made some changes like that. I think that might be it.
Oh, wait, the Vigo gap. Can he 1v3? No, he cannot. He took like 2 tower shots.
Yeah, so dynamic reality is the new starting mid. He's not this mid laner, he's the support, but he was subbing in as a support for this game. Um,
I see.
Hugh Janus, the top laner, Mordekaiser,
Whoa, whoa,
he's
you
also a
can't say
sub.
that in stream cam.
What?
Stop it.
What are you talking
We're
about?
gonna get demonetized.
What are you talking about?
Um, what can we say about this draft? I think Zillion B2 is weird. I don't get it.
Um, oh wait, did I change the draft?
I don't think you're on the right game.
Oh, Zeely
I,
build too. I'm thinking about Ziggs for some reason. Oh no, it's a mid. Okay, okay, I see what it is. On the draft is Zealand, but it's an actual Ziggs. I don't know, maybe preference.
why is it draft bugged? Who did this to the draft?
I don't know.
Oh my god. This
Mordekaiser is
is
so depressed right now.
Mordekaiser just isn't a champ if you build the way he's building.
I mean, he
It,
tried, but
dude, he tried his darndest.
I think this is like the like brainwash build of Mord. I think this is like most popular, but like it's not always the best, you know.
Yeah, I see Mord build like this all the time, and I don't get it.
damn, I just realized Glade is gigantic. 1117, three
Yep.
items. I mean, to be fair, this is the most played champion by Glade in the season so far. I think like 7 times he had the chance to play Wukong.
I mean, Glada got his pick and he carried. That's kind of
I
what
don't,
I would
yeah,
expect from him at this point.
I don't know why people are not targeting his Wukong. Let him pick his power pick, you know?
I think it's weird because he's also just a fucking great early pick, and they first pick it. So I think it's weird they didn't ban it in their first three. But they banned Timo on the side of TDK. I don't know if that's a placeholder ban, if they used e subs or what, but that's strange.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be, right? I mean, who
I
bans
would
Timo
imagine
these
they e
days?
sub. I don't understand why you would ever ban Timo or Rengar.
And the same thing again, like, oh, here, so TDK lost to bans due to tardiness. Oh, for the game one, okay.
Oof.
But that still doesn't explain why they're giving Glad again his Wukong on red
I
side.
if I had to choose one ban against CEC, it would be Wukong. Oh, that's undisputed.
I can't really read the first ban on the screen. Who is this? Game two. What's the first ban?
Okay.
Oh, Ranger.
This mid matchup is literally just a nightmare for Malzahar. It's literally his worst nightmare.
Yes. I can't tell what
Yeah.
the pick order is because her draft is scuffed again.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm assuming it's ASL counterpick, but again, Malzahar blind is weird. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't like. The only time I could defend Mal's blind is if you're about to face like 2 or 3 divers. He's really good at shutting down carry picks that want to jump into backline. Holy shit, that was a huge string sprocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have paired the Malzahar with a Wukong, a Charvan, something like that, some AD heavy damage. You target some like
Yeah.
you
Oh my
target
god,
ASOL and he
Squig!
just dies.
Squig, what was that? Please tell me I wasn't the only one who saw that Ornal.
No, I did. I was going to Pakistan.
Oh my god.
But overall, they played really well because their bot lane for TDK has been playing really solid. Gaming Nerd and their support is doing really
Dude,
amazing
the
work.
kiting on Lily is so infuriating.
And Cordio doing a lot on this Lilia on this game match. Yep, there you go, your Malzahar.
Wow.
Can't move, can't play the game.
He's like, let's go for the drag seal where I walk through 5 people. Oh
I
wait, they
mean,
have a Malzahar.
but like, I would assume that he would like clone first instead
Yeah,
of
I don't
like
know.
walking up and getting ulted.
This guy has flash up. He could have cloned over and flash over the wall, and maybe if he has a blast plant, he could use that instead of his clone and hold the summoner.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, to defend that play a bit, I don't know if they were aware of a pink in the pit, but that would have. Does that? I guess that's Fatima was or stealth or whatever, but
Oh god. Orin walks up because he has Zillion ult and then almost
Oh, this was
lives,
bad.
even though it times out.
oh my god.
Yeah, this
Zaya, oh my Zaya went for a hero play. That was so hype.
I don't know, like I
Wait,
think they
Ace?
wait, why go for a hero play
I don't know.
when you're up 3 dragons? Just let them have Baron and sub next drag. Call it a
yeah,
day.
their game decisions were pretty bad because they had actually this was one of the best games
Wait,
they had to win the game.
It's a
So
disaster.
point, 3K advantage,
I'm confused.
and now they're just playing on ASOL strengths. Team fight,
Yeah.
heavy CC.
Yeah, at this point, Asol and Jinx have their upgraded items from Orin. I don't know how you outplay this. I
He's
mean, maybe if they get sold, they could do something, but they're
Uh,
just not able to.
they can't fight. They would have to do like a pick.
And their team comp's not really centered around picks unless you death rush with Mal's Thresh. And
Yeah,
I guess they didn't think of it.
that's the only chance that they have to actually make it through. I mean,
They
this was
risked the.
actually the best game that they
Yeah, it's
had.
probably one of their best games so far.
So Pog for TDK, but unfortunately, no wins. um, Now the last match of the night, actually this was pretty fast, is Dynasty Obsidian and Going Ghost Heist.
nice.
Trapped here. Dino. Alright, here you go. So nothing crazy from what I've seen from these two teams. Nothing that different, in my
Is
opinion.
our last
Wait,
match recovering?
Yes.
what did Batman just do? No.
I don't know. Dude, these Azir shuffles are solid. He's able to send one person back and doesn't die both times he goes for it.
If I'm not mistaken, Outrage is a top laner, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doing pretty well.
At the end of the
Outside
day,
it.
it's buttons. He likes buttons.
Oh, he gets soloed here. Oh, I thought he was gonna. Oh, he still does. Yeah, he's dead. Auto. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you got him.
There's for doing Sion things. Oh yeah, the only weird thing that seen on this is the Mordekaiser jungle. Haven't seen one in a while. I think
So,
Split Breed is
Probably
the
just flexed
first.
it at the top, probably. I
Yeah.
assume.
dude, they just got with this Mordekaiser. Is they probably are banking on flexing it between top and like jungle, and then they immediately pick Sign after. And not to mention, they pick Olaf Sejuani, so they could just put Olaf or Sejuani in top or jungle to match the
Well,
Mordekaiser and make his life terrible.
I mean, yeah, that's probably why they drafted the Sion right after, because
Yeah,
I mean, I guess it worked, wasn't that bad, but it's just like a different pick, the Mortar jungle.
I think this game is a wrap.
But overall, very kind of like the way they played. Outrage surprised you on the Azir,
I
nice
really
ults.
liked the draft answers from GGH. I think going, I don't know about doing Sejuani as an answer.
Well, this is Batman's forte, right? The Sedge.
Yeah, it's one of Batman's best champs. That's probably why they did it.
He could have
I
done
think
the
it's
J-Port
good though
too.
because what's weird to me though is they fucking first pick Lucian and then they don't ban Nami or Milio in that game too. I don't know how they got away with first picking Lucian and waiting on his only two supports until way later, but they did it.
Oh, Zark on the Camille. I didn't see that when I was looking good when I was going through this.
So I hope he doesn't lose this matchup because this matchup's
I mean, he's already
relatively
he's already 14 CS
stable.
behind, so
Wait, it's Orin? I thought it was Sion. They have Sion and Orin. Except, this is a skill matchup. I don't know why the fuck he bought boots. I'm going to blame everything that happens top lane on that from this point onwards.
oh yeah, this game for me. I mean, I shouldn't say the game, but
Dude, stop spoiling.
um,
Oh, damn, you see that Blitz took? He took blue buff. That's the true
no,
objective here.
I didn't say that.
Um,
But yeah,
oh
nice
my
solo kills by
god.
Outrage.
Yeah, Diana kind of functions like an AP version of Aurelia when you're in lane.
Dude,
You have to
she
dash onto him like 3 times in a row and he can't get away.
you
Yeah,
can
and you can hold his R and cancel the W.
you can do so
Yeah.
much with Diana. It's just ridiculous. You can go tank, you can go assassin, you
Yeah.
can go fighter. You can do a lot of
Holy
things.
shit. They just threw everything at Zach. I can't believe Ash flashed when she had cleanse up and then
Yeah.
still got hit by the ult after flashing.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's
Like, what's
I
the
don't
point of faking
know.
cleanse at that point?
I don't know. Who knows?
I mean, GGA's bot lane is probably the weakest on their team. Um,
Okay.
Zork was pretty strong, considering obviously the teams that they played. At least he was the strongest point. But when they start facing like
Um,
better teams, it just feels like they seem a bit lost because they don't get their
yeah,
they don't get their advantage in their leads.
I'm really confused by this Camille build. I know, like, he hasn't even finished first item. I'm criticizing it. I just think he shot himself in the foot. Like,
Yeah.
Grasp is a lane rune, for example, and he's losing a lane.
Oh, one
It,
thing that Splitbreed did really well in this game, it's like
is
he's
it?
constantly invading. He's constantly getting camps, annoying Zac. So that's something that we don't see that
Holy
often.
shit. It's pulled over the wall into mid tower.
I mean, yeah, that's just the punishment of blinding Ace Soul. It's either he looks really good or he looks like absolute shit. And this is one of the games where it's looking like shit.
Yeah.
Okay, we cleansed the Verazar 4 seconds after he got charmed. Or rooted. Nice.
He is not comfy on cleanse. I called it here first.
We did play a lot of AD carries last split that wouldn't take cleanse, in weird matchups like this. So maybe
Well,
that's one of the
here's the
reasons
thing.
why.
If you're facing Varus, Seraphine, or like Seraphine Ash, you just take cleanse.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why would you take cleanse if you're not gonna use it?
Because you don't know you can't press the summoner button.
Maybe you do ghost and try to dodge it.
Dude, did anyone else see Jarvan flash over the wall to just Q ASOL?
Also, we could have just Seraphine Art the ASOL and just completely.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just
Well,
a
this
nightmare. Yeah.
is quite the experience. Camille lost to Ornn and hasn't built her second item by 25 minutes.
Anyone who blind picks ASOL out there, I'm praying on your downfall. So
This is R5 Camille, and it did nothing this game.
I mean, it doesn't even look that Zach went there to do anything, to set up anything.
I
I don't
mean,
remember seeing Zach doing anything on the top
you
side.
can just. I guess this guy isn't good enough on Camille to play the matchup without resources and carry. But you don't need jungle pressure to beat Ornn. The only way Ornn beats Camille is if you get hit by a bunch of his Qs and you build wrong, and he presumably did both.
But yeah, this is the wrap up of all the matches. Let me bring it back to. We're back to this. So I'm gonna just bring up the. Actually, since we're really close from playoffs, let's just bring the overall
Well, but
table here.
that's playoffs. We're not playoffs.
We're 1 week away from playoffs, so this
Yeah,
is
I
the
know.
overall standings.
I think top four is locked in. That's my take.
Oh, and
These results aren't showing our FF win or at 5-1.
I mean, it won't show until the end of week
Yeah,
6.
so we are locked in somewhere amongst like top three, I think.
It's top 4 because Dinos can also have the same, and they have one extra victory from a one extra
I mean,
series.
like
So
tied for third, you know,
anyway, top 4. Let's go with top 4. We're looking for top 4 for sure.
probably.
Um,
All
now the biggest question is, there are what,
right.
8
So my
teams? No, actually 10
question:
teams.
who do you think sneaks into playoffs as like 11th, 12th?
I'll let Cody come in first. I'll think a little bit more.
I don't know. I think it's probably gonna be. I think Syndicate's gonna be 4-2. Who does Syndicate play? Do you know?
Let me
Yes.
see if I can pull it up real quick.
Oh, they play
Syndicate
Taz.
is facing TAS.
Okay, that's a pretty big matchup. I think that um I think if TAS has their like optimal roster and they're not like role swapping around a bunch, I think that they'll probably take it. So I'm gonna go for TAS to go to 4-2. I think I'm pretty sure I can't play next week, but I'm confident that we'll beat TPO.
I think
So
you guys have a pretty solid chance of being TPO. I don't know if they've won a match aside from against
No,
CDK.
they haven't.
I think
um
it's
Like actually win, they only won against CDK.
yeah, I think that
Sad.
Syndicate game's gonna be pretty cool though to see how that goes. I think it's gonna go 3 for sure. Coalition, do we know their matchup?
yeah. Hold on. Coalition is facing Going Ghost Heist,
Okay, so I'll take
so I think
Coalition
that'll
for
be
4-2.
a pretty close match. But I think it's up to DGH to upset really because they don't have a chance to make it in the playoffs with their 1-4 record, but they could
Yeah,
definitely ruin Coalition's playoff chance.
yeah. If you go to 3-3, it's like, what is there gonna
Yeah,
be
it's
like one or two
I
three
think
threes?
it's how is if you have the same record as a team cam, how does it get decided? Is it I forget what they call it, head to head? Is
Yeah,
it a coin
so
toss?
game record, head to head, and then it's I believe it's game time.
Okay.
Okay.
Um, so I'm gonna go for like the 3-3 teams. It's probably TPO, Syndicate. I'm gonna take it's ODZ versus Snapdragons, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna take. That's a rough one too. I'm gonna take ODZ with their new AD carry. I think they'll sneak it. So I'm gonna put Snapdragons at 3-3 and as well. And then I think I covered all of it. I just don't know how it's gonna pan out after that.
Well, like,
I
one thing
missed
I'm
Solar.
confused on is I'm not sure how they're gonna rank like the top of the seeds because like we have a FF win, and I don't know if any of the other like top four teams have a FF win.
It's just a 2-0. It's just considered as a 2-0 series.
So I think that will probably make us first if there's not a
Nah,
6-0 team.
I don't know because the thing is, right now we have a +6. Dynasty has +7 because they have it in one extra because they went for like a there's like a they probably have like 2-1s victories. So they do have like more game difference. So right now, if we, like once it computes, we're gonna be 5-1 with a 10-2 record. But so if Conduit loses, they're gonna go for a 10-4. So we're gonna have that game record. But I just don't see them, Purple Sprouts or Fever, losing. Like if they lose, then we are the only team that can be top one is Dynasty, because they can go. Winnie puts them at 10-3 or
Well, yeah, Sprouts is
11,
against CB Peaches.
11-3 or
I
11-2.
would
Yeah.
expect them to beat them.
But my take is, and this is what Sunny mentioned on the chat. So honestly, I think it's really hard. The only teams that actually has chances to get knocked off, it's gonna be, I think, TPO, off the Za. I think they are in critical conditions based on who they play against. Off the Za obviously taking
Well,
Eden's.
Coalition is 3-2 and facing Going Ghosts.
I I don't honestly I don't see them losing, but that's my take. Uh,
I mean,
upset
I,
exists.
they probably don't lose. I just think it could happen
No, it
anyways.
can happen. I just think it's going to happen. So for example, my take is um I think T Ambition and TSA they will likely not make it, but
Oh, you're really beating Sunny Sin's feelings into the ground.
unfortunately, but I like he was asking what they need to do to go. So
Yeah,
first
you're
of all, they need
playing
to
him on
win.
the underside of the tide, Cam.
No. I'm just giving you what I think, and I'm gonna give him what he should pray for. He should first win the match, right?
Yeah,
First of
just
all,
win the match forehead.
he needs to win the match, right? Better if he does 2-0 versus 2-1. And who you should root for? You should root for Syndicate, and you should root for Edens. Those are the two teams you need to win. Uh, because if you win, I don't think I don't think you're gonna be in front of ETS because ETS has won twice, and they're gonna have either the same or a little better record, I believe. So you definitely need to work on that. So you gotta win, and you gotta have two other matches to lose, at least from what I see.
See, my answer is I want to see TPO sneak in, and we just knock them out of playoffs. I think that would be really funny.
I think they have well. Let's see.
I
They have a
don't.
6-4.
They face what's it called? Cody's team, and I think they're
Dorado
better
Gaming.
than.
Yeah. I don't think
I
they
think
win.
Dorado's better than TPO after facing both of them.
The only issue is Taz needs to win against Syndicate, right? That's the match.
Yeah,
And it's just I don't know, man. I don't. It is possible too,
I think
but
it's both.
I don't feel it, man. I just don't feel it.
Yeah, my gut agrees with you, Cam.
Because if they win, then they're in. Their TPO is gonna be out for sure. Um, and the thing is, if depending on how much TSA wins and how much TPO loses to Dorado to you guys, they may not even drop. If it's like a 2-1 series, for example, if you win by 2-1 and TSA wins by 2-1, I don't think TSA goes through. But yeah, that's my take. So I'm sorry, I don't want to shatter any hopes, any dreams, any hearts out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have anything to add really.
I was gonna
Um,
say that I think Team Ambition versus Syndicate's gonna be closer. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'm taking Team Ambition, but I think it's definitely going to 3 games. I think it can go either way, but I'm gonna go for them.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think that game, and then what was it? ODZ versus Snapdragons are the two that are definitely the closest. I think in terms of like deciding the
Oh yeah, I think they're really similarly skilled. I could see like winning 3 games.
yeah. I think those two are the close games to watch next week. Probably see what happens with them. That's all I got.
Alright.
all right.
Well, that's
Um,
everything, yeah?
yeah, I'm just gonna bring you real quick just the schedule here, just to oh, nice, lovely, just to show. But we're pretty much um locked in on this. Sorry, just give me 1 second to adjust this, cause nice. Okay, so yeah, just to show. Oops. So just to show a little bit of the schedule, but as we said, those are the matches. We don't play this week because we play VVS, who has forfeited. TSA is going to be streamed by, so Titan's going to stream TSA versus ETS. It's going to be a banger of a series. Um, I don't
If I
know.
see Garander's top win one more time,
I
whew,
heard from Hentai Onisan himself, he's not going to play top. So they're cooking something
okay.
different. We
Yeah,
may
he's
see
gonna
Fizz
play
jungle.
Garen mid. Okay.
No, I think he's doing jungle. So Fizz
He's gonna
jungle.
play Garen jungle.
Garen
Okay.
jungle, Fizz jungle. Yeah. Um, I don't know who Conduit is going to stream. I would imagine Coalition to confirm their playoff, uh, series maybe, and whoever else. And TPO is definitely gonna stream the Rado Gaming, uh, match because they also have playoff chances. So if you're interested in that, you can definitely go there. And I think those are all streamed, at least that I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen. Those streams. So just a send off. Thanks to the chat. We got a good amount of people. I love to see everybody coming in, commenting. Um, thanks X for coming. Thanks Cody for being our guest of the week and being, don't taking too hard on us on these laws. I hope to see you guys again on the playoffs. That would be really nice. A rematch, and hopefully we get the win. But if you guys have
Again,
anything else to say, you have the floor.
well, tune in next week, Friday, 8 East. That's about my most important thing to say because Cam never says it.
True, true. Anything you want to share, Cody, as a final
Oh,
thoughts?
yeah, I was just gonna say thank you guys for having me. It was a great time reviewing the games. Had a fun time. Also, good luck in your next game against Vampire Squids. Wish you all luck. GG's.
Yo, that's gonna be a banger of a series,
You're
man.
really
There.
watching out for her FF win instead of the playoffs run. You're really cursing us.
Yeah. Anyways, it was a good time.
Sounds good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to end the stream by sending you guys to watch Victorious. They're playing right now. So um, good night, boys and girls, and whoever else is on the chat. And I'll see you guys next week.